AI and spirituality? The sudden introduction of ChatGPT has sparked a lot of talk about artificial intelligence. Something that often goes overlooked in these discussions is how AI might affect our spiritual or religious lives and vice versa. Now, for those not in the know, ChatGPT is like a chatbot designed to chat with users about all sorts of things. What got people's attention was how impressively sophisticated it seemed. It didn't take long for students to figure out they could use it for writing essays, or for YouTubers to turn to ChatGPT for help with their video scripts. For many folks, ChatGPT was a shining example of how far AI has come. Now, when a technology emerges, the typical human reaction is to dive right in, see how to make the most of it, and maybe even bend it to our will. But before we embrace every AI that comes in our way, I'd like to encourage you to take a step back, ask some questions, and maybe find some answers. Our ability to pause, to ponder, to ask questions, these are some of the things that make us human. It's crucial to remember that when it comes to AI, it relies on data. And where does that data come from? We, humans. We feed it with our information, and that's what powers AI. While there's plenty of discussion of what different technologies mean for the job market and workforce, it's crucial to recognize that these technologies thrive on the work of humans. So maybe it's time to consider how humanity should be compensated for the data we provide to tech companies and technology nonprofits. ChatGPT, for instance, was developed by OpenAI, a nonprofit that also has a for-profit branch called OpenAI Limited Partnership. Back in 2019, Microsoft invested a whopping $1 billion in OpenAI. And more recently, they inked a multi-year, multi-billion dollar investment deal with OpenAI. By the way, in October 2022, Microsoft announced the layoff of 1,000 employees. And on January 18, 2023, they dropped another bombshell by announcing an additional layoff of 10,000 employees. To be fair, Microsoft isn't the only tech giant letting people go while betting big on AI. So here's the deal. Before we launch every new tech marvel, it's a good idea to think about why it's being created, how it's being made, and who's behind it. Most importantly, we should seriously question who's benefiting the most from those technological wonders. By pondering these questions, we can approach and use these tools with more wisdom. AI often gets praised for its efficiency. It can do tasks faster than any human, and that's a big selling point. Now, before we go any further, let me be clear. I'm not here to bash all technology. That would be absurd. After all, we're having this conversation thanks to technology. What I'm here to do is provoke some thought. Now, about the efficiency thing. AI is not only being used to speed up tasks, it's now sneaking into the world of creativity. As someone who watches YouTube, I've seen content creators dishing out advice on how AI can be your new creative buddy. They say it'll make video creation a breeze. Many of them predict AI will be the big trend of 2023, and some even issue a warning: embrace AI now or get left behind. AI is already helping hand for many YouTubers when it comes to crafting video titles, designing catchy thumbnails, and brainstorming video ideas. It's led to a sort of sameness in the way video thumbnails look and clickbait titles that flood YouTube. But if AI can assist these creative aspects, why not in the research and writing? Perhaps a better question to ponder is, why create content for YouTube or any platform if you don't enjoy the creative process? Spiritual living is often portrayed as happening in a serene settings, with people meditating or praying. These are undoubtedly important aspects of a spiritual life, but they don't encompass the whole picture. Our spirituality is deeply connected to who we are and what we do. It's not something we switch on or off. We aim to infuse our daily lives with spiritual awareness. Efficiency is good, but as we rush to get more done, we risk losing some of what it means to be a spiritual being in a material world. When it comes to learning and creating, it's not just about the result. The journey matters too. It's not always a cakewalk, and there are parts we may not enjoy, but those ups and downs are part of the process. AI isn't a neutral or a political tool. There's often a philosophy, be it political, technological, or even spiritual, behind its creators. Back in 2015, a former Google engineer named Anthony Lewandowski even set up the Way of the Future Church dedicated to AI. They filed papers with the U.S. Internal Revenue stating that the church was all about recognizing and worshiping a godhead based on AI developed through computer hardware and software. The church, however, closed its doors in 2021. Japan has its own twist on this with Mindar, a 6-foot 4-inch tall Buddhist robot in a temple in Kyoto. It's programmed to deliver Buddhist teachings. There are plans to upgrade it more with AI tech. In Poland, there's a Santo, a 17-inch tall robot priest equipped with a microphone, facial recognition, camera, and sensors. It's a head-scratcher, though why a robot priest needs facial recognition and what it does with the data it collects. When you meet a spiritual advisor, isn't it a meeting of souls? A recognition of shared humanity? The rush to welcome AI into religious institutions seems like today's version of a pastor trying hard to be cool with a guitar slung over their shoulder. Will the constant AI invasion in every aspect of our lives push some to return to a more traditional form of religion, seeking refuge from the tightening grip of technology and surveillance? Remember, AI doesn't have to pretend to be human. How it behaves is a choice made by its creators. So as you explore new AI tools, ask yourself what you might be giving up in the process. Pause, question, contemplate. These are the gifts of being human, and we should use them to choose the tools we want in our society. If you found this information informative and thought-provoking, I would greatly appreciate your support through a thumbs up for this video and subscribing to my channel. Thank you for joining me in this journey through the exciting world of AI, and I look forward to sharing more insights with you in the future.